Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today is the second part of our series, What Nasty Commander Should Danon Have as an Aristocrats deck? Leading today's deck is the odd couple pairing of Thalia and the Gitrog monster. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Thalia and the Gitrog monster are a 4-mana 4/4 legendary human frog horror with First Strike and Death Touch. They make it so we can play an additional land on each of our turns. Additionally, creatures and non-basic lands our opponents control enter tapped. Finally, whenever Thalia and the Gitrog monster attack, we sacrifice a creature or land, then draw a card. So, I've long been debating between Thalia and the Gitrog monster or Piro the Volatile as my high-end Aristocrats commander. For those new to the channel, an Aristocrats deck is a value engine with 3 moving parts: creatures to sacrifice, sacrifice outlets, and payoffs for sacrificing those creatures. To head off any arguments, remember that almost all of the payoffs for sacrificing other creatures are black. Yes, there are some that are black and another color, but you basically need black somewhere in your color identity in order to truly be an Aristocrats deck. Now, there are 2 questions you need to ask yourself when building an Aristocrats deck. How mean are you going to go, and how are you going to get creatures to sacrifice? Since we've got green in our color identity, I figured we'd go for landfall triggers, and as for how mean we want to go, I want to go very mean. My Kraven Regna deck is a fair and nice Aristocrats deck, with lots of reanimation effects to get creatures back. It is designed to be slow and methodical, and is undefeated if the game lasts all the way till turn 12. This deck will not be that nice. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from new sponsor, T-Fury. Every day, T-Fury has new designs that are on sale, but as you can see, they also have a great collection of other shirts. Anime, D&D, 80s retro, comic books, Lord of the Rings. There are thousands of shirts to choose from. I've been a loyal customer of theirs for 10 years, and I'm so happy to finally be sponsored by them. Click the link down below to see new designs and to add to your geek wardrobe. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm streaming on Gaming with Danon as well as Twitch. Sometimes I'm building Commander decks, other times I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, but you're always welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Marsh Flats, Verdant Catacombs, Windswept Heath, Flooded Strand, Bloodstained Mire, Wooded Foothills, Indatha Triome, Godless Shrine, Overgrown Tomb, Temple Garden, Vault of Champions, Undergrowth Stadium, Bountiful Promenade, Shattered Sanctum, Deathcap Glade, Overgrown Farmland, Isolated Chapel, Woodland Cemetery, Sunpetal Grove, Shadowy Backstreet, Underground Mortuary, Lush Portico, Bajuka Bog, Field of the Dead, 2 Plains, 3 Swamps, and 6 Forests. Not exactly budget, but pretty straightforward. For mana ramp, we're running Tireless Provisioner, Smothering Tithe, Pitiless Plunderer, Soul Ring, Azusa Lost But Seeking, Dryad of the Elysian Grove, Burgeoning, Exploration, Ice Till Explorer, Ramanup Excavator, Crucible of Worlds, Conduit of Worlds, 3 Visits, and Farseek. One of my favorite ways to ramp, assuming I have the budget, is a combination of cards that let me play extra lands per turn, combined with fetch lands, and cards that let me play cards from the graveyard. Have you ever played Verdant Catacombs 3 times in a single turn? I have. Our card advantage package consists of Emeria Shepherd, Skull Clamp, Moldervine Reclamation, Deadly Dispute, Village Rites, Corrupted Conviction, Liliana Dreadhorde General, Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, Twilight Prophet, and Phyrexian Arena. Some graveyard recursion, some tutors, and lots of ways to keep our hands full. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Assassin's Trophy, Teferi's Protection, Beast Within, Generous Gift, Swords to Plowshares, Disenchant, Grave Pact, and Dictate of Erebos. Those two cards are what make Aristocrats decks mean. It's one thing to sacrifice our creatures to drain our opponents. It is ruthless to sacrifice our creatures in order to force our opponents to do it as well. Our board wipes consist of the Meathook Massacre, Farewell, and Austere Command. Expensive, yes, but flexible. For additional sacrifice effects, we've got Viscera Seer, Carrion Feeder, and Yawgmoth Thrawn Physician. Our Aristocrat payoffs consist of Blood Artist, Zulaport Cutthroat, Sir Conrad the Grim, Bastion of Remembrance, Ellis Ilkor Sadistic Pilgrim, Cruel Celebrant, Poison Tip Archer, Vindictive Vampire, Mirkwood Bats, and Grave Venerations. Our token generators consist of Scoot Swarm, Rampaging Baloths, Felidar Retreat, Zendikar's Royal, Emeria Angel, Spore Mound, the Necrobloom, and Chocobo Racetrack. Finally, for token doublers, we've got Doubling Season, Anointed Procession, Parallel Lives, Elspeth Stormslayer, and Primal Vigor. Went for permanents that would survive most board wipes. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 52 mana sources, but between 37 lands, 14 pieces of ramp, and our commander. A little high, but we are a landfall deck, so it's fine. 12 pieces of card advantage, counting our commander. 8 pieces of interaction, 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate in Bojuka Bog and Farewell, 1 sudden I win card in the Meathook Massacre. Not only can we wipe the board with a Meathook Massacre, we can also win the game on the spot depending on how many Aristocrats effects we have. But a deck like this isn't designed to win out of nowhere. It's designed to be relentless. We're a mid-range deck. Our deck will lose to fast combo decks, but we've got enough blockers to handle any go-wide deck. The nice part is, not only can we block a horde of incoming creatures, we can then just sacrifice all of our tokens to drain our opponents. Delightful. Do you have an Aristocrats deck? Who's your commander? Leave a comment below. Also, let me know which of these decks I should build. I mentioned earlier that we can make this deck even meaner, and don't worry, dear viewer, I'll show you what I mean next week. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alix, Conga, Robert Pye, Kazaris, Patrick, Tiz, Art, Richard, Boomy, Oscar, Justin, Golden Walker, Captain Hammer, Sleech, Mr. Salty, Daniel, and Zombie. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.